And morning news with Al Klein and Storm Kennedy.
Glad to have you along on this finally Friday at Storm and Al show. Got some sunshine, lots of it, blue skies. Today, high temps about 87. Right now, we're at 62 degrees in downtown Eugene at KUGN. Special in-studio guest with us this hour. We have UO President Richard Lariviere and his wife, Jan Lariviere, with us this morning. Good morning, folks. How are you today?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wonderful.
Good morning. We are so glad to have you
I
here
know.
this morning. We have some big news right out of the gates. The reason why you're here. I mean, there's so many reasons why we could sit down and chat with you. But this morning, it's a very special reason. You have been nominated Honorary Chairs of the Komen Race for the Cure this year.
That's right. It's a great honor for Jan and I.
Well, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
So how did this all come about?
Well, we've been interested in breast cancer for some time, and I'm not even sure who approached us first. I think someone approached you first, didn't they, Jan?
Cheryl Pepe got us involved, and we were very, very pleased to be asked.
Great, great. And so the race is 10-10-10. We're all looking forward to it. We've been doing some breakfast at the bike bridges. I mean, so many people in our community have been doing some fundraising for it. And will you two be walking in it as well?
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you training for this?
Not exactly.
Well, you get enough walking, I heard, around the University of Oregon campus that I think you'll be just fine.
That's right.
And you'll be wearing your hat while you walk, right?
I will indeed,
Okay.
under doctor's orders.
Okay. So everyone, I mean, every family these days are touched by someone that they know and love who's had cancer. I've lost an uncle to cancer and my dad to cancer.
Now, when I first did the walk years ago, I showed up and I had never done the walk for breast cancer before. And there were all these, women and men and children. And I saw probably two handfuls of people that I knew, but I didn't know that they were afflicted with it. Mm. So
how's this? How are you folks? Have you had any loved ones in your family that have had cancer?
Yes, we have. My sister.
His sister has just finished her third bout of breast cancer. She's had 3 different occurrences about 7 years apart, but she's a survivor and has come through this third.
Good for her.
Yeah, that's some good news.
And she'll be walking with us.
Well, I was just going to ask that. She's not from here?
No, she lives in Chicago.
But she'll be coming out for the trip. She'll be, wow, that is just...
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Way to go.
She's terrific.
It's a blessing, yeah, absolutely.
Now, I have a nephew who has leukemia, CML, and Dr. Brian Drucker at OHSU designed Gleevec has kept my nephew alive for many years now. My nephew, since being diagnosed, has 3 children and a PhD, has earned a PhD. And
amazing times.
Great
Amazing times
stories
with
to hear like
now.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's one hope, yeah. So how's the university preparing to support the race?
Well, we are representing the university. This is a community of faculty, staff, and the students as well who are deeply focused on community service and on what they can do to help this remarkable city that we live in. They're very well aware of the fact that here in Lane County, we have the second highest incidence of women who have late diagnosis breast cancer, which indicates to us that there's a lot of people who aren't getting the kind of service and the kind of examinations that they need to save their lives.
Right, right.
And that's what the Susan Komen folks do very well, is they make that available to people who otherwise couldn't afford it.
Right. Now, people have really stepped up to the plate here. I don't know how many times we've had that story where they're free mammograms being offered by so many people in our community.
Right.
And it's particularly exciting this year. It's going to be held at Autzen.
It is indeed.
Yes,
exactly.
Austen's hosting it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'd like to go on record as pointing out that I am undefeated at Autzen Stadium, and I intend to keep that record as long as possible.
Really? Wow. That is that. We will mark that down on the record as we speak. So getting involved, if listeners want to get involved, if they have questions about registering, basic information about the Komen Foundation and how they can be a part of it, what would you like to tell them? Sunday, October the 10th.
Yep.
At Autzen Stadium.
10-10-10, October 10th, 2010. And they can go on the web.
At KomenOregon.org. KOMEN, Oregon, all one word, KomenOregon.org.
Okay, now some of the activities that you can chime in on are 5K chip-timed run. There's a 5K unlimited co-ed run. There's a 5K walk, a 1 mile family walk, and activities honoring the survivors, entertainment, sponsored giveaway, sampling, and more. So this is not just for the elite runners,
Right.
elite
No matter
walkers.
what your level may be.
Exactly. And I mean, for the whole family, you can get the kids out there from,
Sure.
in the stroller. I mean, this is the time to start, to get these kids aware of, how important it is to support something like this.
Exactly. The whole thing kicks off at 8:30 in the morning, and it's only $30 to register. I mean, that's a drop in the bucket.
Right. Now, do you guys have a team, or are you doing it as a couple?
We have a growing team.
You have a growing team. This is
How
great.
many people are in your team?
You would think that the president of the university, who is the co-chair of this event, would know the answer to that.
Just say thousands, Al.
Thousands.
Lots and lots.
There better be lots.
We're going
and
to fill
lots.
Autzen. Thousands.
Now, what are we going to do? I mean, your team has got to consist of a lot of pink, but the green and yellow. How are we going to coordinate our fashions during this run?
Well, this is an event for pink.
Okay.
And,
Good for you.
And whether you wear green and yellow or orange and black, you'll be wearing pink today.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, what fun, boy. So Autzen Stadium hosting the event, the Susan G. Komen Walk for the Cure, Race for the Cure, whatever you want to call it. It's fun for the whole family. Our honorary chairs in studio this morning, Richard Lariviere and Jan Lariviere. We're going to be taking a break.
Can we hold you over for a couple minutes here?
Sure.
Certainly.
All right, we're going to take a break, come right back, and more questions for the Larivieres. And next here with Storm and Al, 11 after 7 now on your news leader, KUGN.
KUGN News Talk 590 with Storm and Al and Richard Lariviere and his wife Jan Lariviere, University of Oregon president and wife, in studio. And we made the announcement just a few minutes ago, but we're going to make it one more time and say congratulations to our honorary chair for the 2010 Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you very much, Storm. And I want to repeat for those folks who weren't listening to our first segment that this event will take place, the Walk for the Cure, the Race for the Cure will take place here in Eugene on October 10th. That's 10-10-10. Begins at 8:30 in Autzen Stadium, and we're looking forward to lots of support.
Now, I hear that we're about 10% capacity right now. We need some people to get on board and sign up.
Step up to this.
Step up to the plate. I know a lot of people are wanting to. They're trying to work out their schedules, but it's time to sign up, and we can sign up online. Is that right?
That's right. You can go to KomenOregon.org. That's KOMEN, Oregon, all one word, KomenOregon.org, and sign up. And I'd like to make a special appeal to my special demographic out there. All of you middle-aged men who are tantalized by the prospect of going on a race on a Saturday, you can actually sleep in for the cure.
Nice.
You can go online, register, and simply not show up.
This is true. He is being absolutely serious,
Sleep
folks.
in for the cure.
So KomenOregon.org, and there's probably a site there or something
Right.
you can click on, Sleep In for the Cure.
Whether or not there is, you can go ahead and do it.
Oh, there you go.
You don't have to break a sweat.
No, you don't. You absolutely do not.
still
Just
do
make
your
a
part and
donation.
just lie in bed.
Absolutely.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No, exactly. Now, Jan, you were going to mention something too about the race.
Yes, if you don't want to just sleep in, you can also go online and support someone who is walking. So go to that website, KomenOregon.org, and support someone who's already walking or a team that's walking.
There you go. Now you can do it as a family, you can do it as an individual, you can do it with your best friend, your sweetheart, or a team. So how did you guys start? How did you get together your team? For those listening that maybe want to form a team.
Well, we were lucky enough that the Pepe family, Cheryl Pepe and family, started a team, Ducks for Pink.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so we're part of
great.
their team.
Nice. There's going to be a lot of pink ducks out there
yeah.
on Saturday, October the 10th.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now listen to this too. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but not only the Walk for the Cure, the Race for the Cure, but there's going to be a 5K chip-timed run, a 5K untimed co-ed run, a 5K walk, a 1 mile family walk. So there's all sorts of things and lots of fun happening for the kids as well. So pack up the kids in the strollers, pack up those teenagers, get them up and out, and join everyone for the Race for the Cure on October the 10th.
Absolutely. These seem to be boom times at the university with the buildings going up, university, the arena, student housing, science building being added on. I mean, these are great times right now.
This is a great time for the university. It's it seems counterintuitive in an odd way because of the downturn in the economy. But in fact, this is a very, very promising time for the university. The University of Oregon has become a very hot ticket. One of our leading administrators was at a meeting in Southern California, and other university administrators came up to her and said, "What are you doing up there? Because all of our kids want to go to Oregon."
Nice.
And in fact, we are bursting. We're trying very hard to keep our numbers within manageable size, but it's pretty hard.
You know, speaking of the numbers, we were wondering about that. How are the numbers of registers this season?
We expect a freshman class of about 3,800. We were targeting 35, but looks like it'll be about 3,800. We will have 1,900 transfer students, which is a record for us. Most of those students are transferring from other Oregon universities and community colleges. We don't know. We won't know, of course, until the first day of class, but it'll probably be right around 23,000 students this year.
Wow, they are already coming in too. I mean, I love the buzz around town when the students come back to town and they're moving in.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, my mom and I were out and about, and there were some students moving into the Chase Village, and they were backing up their U-Haul, and the families were there, and moms were there, and the kids were come this way, and they're unloading. I mean, it's just an exciting time, and it's really nice to welcome the students back. They're all like looking fresh and excited to be here.
That's
Yes.
right.
And compared to a lot of other universities and colleges, UO has very low class sizes as well. They're keeping the class sizes down.
That's right. We're struggling very hard to maintain the quality of the education in spite of the fact that there are lots and lots and lots of highly qualified kids who want to have access to it, and we just don't have room for them.
So first day of class is when?
First day of class is
Uh-oh.
Soon.
You know, I have to say, I did the same
the
thing.
answer. I know.
In fact, I had an open house for my daughter last night. She's going to start high school, and I was thinking the first day of class was going to be on Thursday, but no, it's indeed on Wednesday, so I got it wrong as well. It's a little confusing. There's some
Yeah.
registration.
I know.
There's
They
the
go at different times.
orientation. There's then the class, and there's
Soon
half
is the
days.
answer.
Soon is
Soon,
right. Is good.
soon.
it's
So-
all started already for us. So
Yeah, exactly. So things are so busy for the two of you. I know, Jan, that you tried to get to Daisy Ducks. You were there at the very first meeting on Tuesday. It was really nice to see you there and have you there. And you're introducing more people to Daisy Ducks. That's fabulous.
It was great to see you there.
Thank you very much. It was really fun. So, and I wonder just, of course, we talked about the game tomorrow. You'll be at the game. How do you balance your time with all the different sporting activities, with all the different academic activities, and
Making appearance on morning shows.
Right. How do you do it?
we're having a lot of fun, and we put in 16 to 18-hour days, 6 days a week, and
And we love it.
Yeah, I
every
can
minute of
tell.
it.
Yeah. What do you do for just downtime?
Well, whenever we can, and we've been very lucky that we have been able to, we try to get out on the rivers and fly fish.
Nice.
And we've been able to do that a fair bit. Jan, much more than me, I must say, with a certain amount of jealousy.
I've caught a few more fish than he has.
Very nice. Have you been to Steamboat
Not yet.
down along the Umpqua? It's a place to go. I highly recommend it. I take my family there every year. Beautiful spot. Good fly fishing.
On my to-do list.
Okay, good.
As is typical with a lot of presidents, I guess, around various universities and colleges, how do you balance the academic goals with athletic goals?
Well, they really kind of go hand in hand. The focus at the University of Oregon is on being excellent at everything that we do. And the athletics program, which is a tiny fragment of our budget, by the way, it's 8 or 9% of our budget, is sort of the front porch of the university. There are millions of people around the country who know about Oregon, who pay attention to the University of Oregon because of the athletics program. And we try to use that to enhance the reputation and the standing of the wonderful academic enterprise.
Nice.
And so far, it's been great fun to watch that happen.
All right, so before we let you go, we need a score. Tomorrow's
prediction.
game.
Can we get
predict
two
the score.
predictions? Jan, we'll take yours first.
Jan?
Girls first.
We're going to win.
Okay, perfect. Love it. All right.
Richard?
The last time I made a prediction was at Boise State last year.
Oh,
And
no.
I promised Chip Kelly that I would never again make a prediction.
Well, there you go.
So your prediction is you will never make a prediction.
I'll never make a prediction again.
All right.
Exactly.
At least in Sanskrit, can you say go Ducks?
I can indeed. In Sanskrit, go ducks is Hansa Gachantu.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice. Well, congratulations
Yeah.
once again, our honorary chairs of the 2010 Race for the Cure. Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. Really appreciate your time being here, and all the best to your friends and family.
Thank you very much.
It's been great fun to be with you, Alan Storm. Thank you.
You're very
Hope to have you
welcome.
back real soon. Thanks again.
Thank you.
We are KUGN News Talk 590.